Good morning, everybody, and I would like to wish a very happy new year for today's 2021. Today, this is the first session that we are doing for this year, and I would like to extend my thanks to everybody for the amazing response that you all have given for the last week session that we did on a FOCO model, which has been, I would say, newly launched by SaveMax, wherein non-realtors, without having a license, they can still become, start a real estate business because the kind of I would say everybody has aspiration to start a real estate business, but many times those aspirations are not fulfilled just because they have their own life going on. They have got they don't have a license. So today, to talk about that session, we have Kamal, who is director of franchisee for Samex Real Estate Inc. So I would like to welcome Kamal to this session. Kamal, first of all, wishing you a very happy new year.
Thanks, Sachin, and I wish a very happy new year to all our viewers. And I'm really thankful with my heart, like the kind of response we got. Honestly, Sachin, I have never been so busy in like last week of the year the way it was, the past week. I mean, I actually had no time to even have my food, to be very honest. And the good part was like I could see the aspiration of people. They wanted to know more about the model, and the ratio, if I have to say, is almost the same. Like 50% were from the industry, 50% from who were not from the industry.
Yeah.
So the good sign is everyone wants to come into real estate. Let me say it that way.
Now, the beauty of that model is, Kamal, I would say that it connects everybody with the real estate world, whether you have a license or you do not have a license. As I said, real estate is one thing which everybody shows interest in. Everybody wants to own a real estate. Everybody wants to do some business in real estate. And this way, we are calling on to all those entrepreneurs, all those business people who have aspiration to start a real estate business, but they do not have that license, or I would say they are so busy in their own life that they are not able to get the license. So today we are going to talk about the all the queries that we have regarding that model, because the kind of response we have got, I'm sure a lot of people will have a lot of questions regarding that model. They have a lot of queries, and today we have Kamal, and we'll be joining by Raman, who is CEO of SaveMax Real Estate Inc., to answer all those questions. So I would also like to welcome Raman to the session. Raman, first of all, wish you a very happy new year.
Thank you, Sachin. Thank you, Kamal. And I would like to convey my heartiest wishes to everybody who is joining us today, and all those as well who are not joining us today anyway. Wishing you all a very happy new year. I'm talking about this new year from last 2-3 days to everybody. And as per my understanding, the way I had a feeling about 2021, I think this is a year of hope. This is a year of aspirations. And this is a year of overall success and prosperity for all of us. Of course, 2020 has been very challenging. There was a lot of uncertainty out there in the market at that time in 2020. What is going to happen? A lot of challenges, a lot of problems. And I know there are many people who were talking about that this 2020 should get over very soon. But Sachin, personally, I feel that 2020 has been an amazing year in everybody's life, because this year has given us so much learning. This has given a new direction to the world, I would say. And 2020 has given a new message to all of us that when a problem comes, we all get united, get together. And we all fought COVID-19 as humanity, as human beings. See, whole world was connected during this COVID-19 problem. And isn't that something amazing that there was no pollution? Everything was working well on track. I know there were some challenges as well. And unfortunately, we really feel sad that so many people, they lost their lives to this COVID-19 problem. But that's how the life is. But I would personally like to put my best wishes from my side, my family, as well as whole SaveMax team, an amazing 2021 for all of us.
I totally agree with you, Raman. This 2020 has given us all, everybody, in fact, I would say, a new way to look at the life,
Yes.
because we were so busy in our daily routine that we didn't have that time to stop ourselves and look what we intend to do. It gave us time to connect with our families. It I would say give us time to connect with those people whom we have not talked for many years, right? In fact, I was able to talk to many of my friends. It's been years I have spoken to, but since we all had time, the workload was not that much, so we were able to connect with all those people. So I would say, yes, this was a challenging year, but that time has taught us that there is so many things which are way above our daily routine, and those things has to be given a due importance.
Absolutely, absolutely, Sachin. So, Kamal, I think your wishes are also required to all our new entrepreneurs who are joining Save Max Hands as either as a franchisee owner as our team members.
Yeah, I will wish again everyone a very happy new year, and I know this 2021 is going to be remarkable in many ways. Maybe we are talking about growth, we are talking about business, or we are talking about new ventures. So I see a lot of things going on, and we will be starting with a bang. Let me tell you, Raman, at January, and many people will see that there are some real good locations coming up, very good new entrepreneurs joining us, and new opportunities are coming up.
Perfect, perfect. That's really great to know, Kamal. Sachin, why don't we just start with a little brief about what exactly we are offering? So I will just start giving you a little bit background. Like when I came into this country in 2003, I was quite young at that time. I was still young though. That's what I feel. But I know Kamal has a little different opinion onto that. Uh,
I will be keeping my mouth shut. Okay.
Sachin, as any regular immigrant comes into this country, I had a lot of aspirations, high dreams, and I wanted to become an entrepreneur in my life. Even when I was back home in India, at that time, though I was working with a multinational company, but I always used to do some side businesses, I would say. So I'm not too sure if it was there from the childhood or somehow I kept learning uh, the way the family atmosphere was. So I started working like when I was in my 10th grade. So I started helping my dad to do some business activities over there. So 2003, when I came into this country, at that time, I wanted to make a difference, first of all, in my own life. That's what I always believe. Charity begins at home. If you work on yourself and you make yourself a success, then definitely you will be able to help others. I always try to correlate it with an example. Most of us, we all travel by air, we go in the plane. So whenever there's an emergency situation, and those air masks come out, so they always give an instructions. First, you put the oxygen mask for yourself, and then you help others. So don't try to help others before putting the mask on yourself. That way, you're gonna kill two people because you are helping that person and you're not having the oxygen for yourself. So you're killing yourself, and then you're gonna kill that person too. So charity begins at home. So first of all, I think we all should work our own individual success. If we become a success story, then we can definitely help others to become successful. So I started looking for the options and opportunities, but I would say I was blessed enough that fortunately and by any chance I got the vision to come into the real estate industry, and I joined as a realtor in 2007. It was like almost like 2 years, 2.5 years. Uh, Again, I was super crazy enough to make some quick calls in my life. And Sachin, you remember, like we both were together at that time when we started talking about opening up our own company and putting up a brand together and talking about how we're gonna take this brand further. So 2010 April 24th, which is Shreya's birthday, our daughter's birthday, we launched Save Max. Uh, at that time we had not that much money. Of course, we started this company, I proudly say, from the basement of our house, which was around, I think, 1900 or 2000 square foot house. And there was a 2-bedroom basement there. So we started our operations from there. And look, after 10 years, where we are today, $1.4 billion sales volume in 2020, more than 4.5 billion sales volume in last 10 years, a very strong team of almost 275 realtors, professional realtors, a strong network of franchises, 16 franchises all across the country, including Ontario as well as Alberta. I think we have 8 or 10 offices in various parts of the country. And we are working on a vision of sending the message of entrepreneurship to as many people as we can. So within these 10 years, I think we all enjoyed this journey together, where, of course, success stories are there, but there were a lot of challenges. There were a lot of problems. There were a lot of failures, I would say. Every day, there is some failure onto that. But I always say, you know what? Failures are the part of the success stories. So failures are there to help us to learn, to make our journey better. Now we are at a stage, Sachin, where I want more and more entrepreneurs to come and join hands with our system, understand how we can fulfill their dream of entrepreneurship. Because in this journey, I realized that most of the people, why they are not able to fulfill, why they are not able to realize the dream of entrepreneurship, first reason was Canadian economy is like that when you get stuck up into something, it is very challenging to come out of it. I see a lot many realtor friends from last 8 to 10 years, 20 years, they're just doing the same thing. They're not able to get out of that vicious circle. Then another problem was there was not a support system, not a right platform for them to give a little bit encouragement, or I would say the required push, so that they can actually do the courage of making that instant call. But anyway, now we are bringing that opportunity for a lot many people. Either you are in real estate profession or not, it doesn't matter. Or you are a successful realtor and you feel like you are stuck up somewhere from last 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you are not moving ahead from that particular point of your career. Or you are a realtor who are doing like 15 to 20 transactions, or you are a brand new realtor. We have built up the system like that it provides the customized solution to various level of realtors. Depending upon where you are in your career, we will provide you a right guidance, a right solution, and we will provide you the right tools to ensure that you build up a system for yourself. So, Kamal?
Yeah, Raman.
So I would like to get a little opinion from your side as well about this FOCO model. And then there are a lot of questions which I'm getting on my phone as well. So then we will start our question answer session.
Definitely, Raman. This is, I would say, a very good opportunity for entrepreneurs, all the people who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs or dreaming, entrepreneurship with a profitable model, I would say, because the way the industry has seen in the last 1 year's time, I started getting to hear from some of the partners when I meet, they say it's a COVID-free industry, So a new term got, developed in this last year, I would say. And yeah, there is a lot to grow, a good profitable model where you are not getting into any hassles. The hassles are taken care by the company. You are only focusing, if you want to be a part of the system, you're focusing on the business development. Still, if you're busy in some other business and you say that, okay, I want to grow this business parallelly, that is a very good option here. So you don't come out of that business. The operations are taken care by us or our team rather. And at the end of the year, you can always look into the bottom line. That's the net profit. So a very good platform to grow with the company or the industry, I would say.
Yeah. So Kamal, I'm getting some questions over here. I got the first question from Ash, and he says, COVID is posing a challenge, and especially with the second wave, what do you see as the future of the business model which you are offering. So I would like to hear your opinion onto that, Kamal. And of course, like everybody is a little bit skeptical about the second phase of COVID-19. So of course, it could be a concern to many people that what is going to be the profitability of the business during this challenging time.
Okay, so the first part I just said that many people started seeing this industry as a COVID-free industry, So it itself answers a lot. But yeah, I mean, when we get into the nitty-gritties of the system, we are seeing. I'm not that way any visionary for the real estate, but I could see that there is a lot of demand coming up. The industry is going towards the upside trend right now. But in real estate, the good thing is what I have seen with my very little experience, that either it's going up or it's going down. The people are making money there in either way. So, I mean, what I see a couple of months down the line, wherever the graph is going, the people who are in the industry or who are active, I would say, who are working, as a full timer, they are really going to make a lot of money. And when they make money, definitely the entrepreneur make money. So anyone in our FOCO model is going to make money. So you can hear me a lot of time I'm talking about money. So end of the day, that is something which everyone is thinking of, because there is an investment, which has come from them. So they would like to see their investment growing. And I could right now only say this much, that once you are in the industry, you are really going to reap the fruits there.
So Kamal, I would also like to put my little 2 cents onto it. First of all, Ash, thank you for your question, and it makes so much relevant sense because I'm pretty sure many people have that question in their mind. So, real estate is being considered as the essential service of life. So, either COVID is there or COVID is not there, this business is going to keep running, first of all. Second thing, which I would definitely like to emphasize more, as Canadian real estate market, especially the market in GTA and surrounding, and even in the other major cities like Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. During COVID-19 first phase, the way market has performed, that has really put a lot of consumer confidence out there. So it is all about what kind of confidence consumer carry about that particular industry. So COVID-19 first phase has proven real estate as a COVID proof business. There was not too many industries which were going up exponentially during COVID-19, and real estate market has jumped on a tune of 20 to 25%. So let's say, for the argument's sake, though we already have the COVID vaccine now, and even the second phase make a little bit impact, I think the impact on the real estate industry is going to be positive. So personally, I see a lot of profitability which we can generate in the real estate industry. Now, I think I would like to extend the same question as it was posed last week as well by some of our friends, that brokerage model is not profitable, right? And especially the way real estate industry is being changed with the technology, there might not be too much profit in the brokerage business. Personally, I would definitely would like to emphasize, I am running almost 18 brokerages in my system. With my experience, the way we have created Samex business model, we have created a profitable business model. That is very, very important for everybody to understand. Because when we launched this company, we actually have come up with those innovative ideas, where 999 was one of our innovative idea. Then partnership model. We understood the need of the client. We understood the need of the realtor. And we presented them a solution which worked very well for clients as well as for the realtors. And the reason for that is, first of all, we have really established an amazing brand. And second thing is, we really created a profitable business model. Now, I'm pretty sure anybody who has an entrepreneurial mindset, they can very well understand that businesses and industries are run by those who come up with creative solutions to the clients. Yes, there might be many of the brokerage model which are a failure. They might not be making money. Understandable, but that is their problem. I will give you an example of BlackBerry. It was an amazing product. It was an amazing company. But what happened all of a sudden that they are out of the market because they were not innovative enough. Whereas this is the beauty of our business model. Either it is our 999 model or it is our micro entrepreneurship model where we are bringing those realtors who have an aspiration and dream to become entrepreneurs, and they are not getting an opportunity in the branch where they are working right now because there's no guidance to them. There is no mentorship to them, right? So they are not able to build up a system for them. Now, third and most important thing, what I personally feel, why this could be an ideal combination of growth, success, and profitability for budding entrepreneurs, because the investment is very less. Kamal, we were discussing on that day, in majority of the franchisee business where somebody go and buy and take a franchisee of a coffee shop or take a franchisee of a small food chain, their investment is around $200,000 to $300,000.
True.
And just imagine, by putting that $200, $300 investment, how much revenue you are generating from each sale? $5 to $10.
That's right.
Right? So to make that kind of profits, you really have to have a lot of sales. Whereas in real estate industry, the beauty is why there is not so much involvement of money, because it's a service industry. Kamal, when I came to this country, I was trying to analyze what I'm going to do in this country. And after 6 months of extensive understanding and study of the system, I decided whenever I'm going to do anything in this country, I will be doing in the service industry. Because you have only one investment, which is your time.
Yeah.
There's not too much money involved into this.
Yeah. Lower fixed costs. Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's right. And sorry to cut you, Raman, here. Like, in fact, I had a very good discussion with one of the entrepreneurs coming from the similar background, and had the same investment, what you're talking about, 300,000 plus. But the annual revenue generation, or I would say the net profit, was between 50 to 60K. And that's where she came to us, and when she discussed the model, and now she is actually getting in the business with us. So when she could see the potential and the growth coming into this industry, she said that I am really going to miss the bus if I don't join right away. And that's the something which I could see from many of them. Like we are coming up with in Waterloo, we are coming up another branch in Mississauga, we are coming in Bram East, we are coming in Etobicoke, we are coming in Vaughan. So having these things coming up, like many people started feeling that they are going to miss the bus, and I'm really telling you, it's something going to be like that, because the way the applications lying there in front of me means I have to actually juggle, just to see that where the fitment is for that particular entrepreneur. That's something which is coming up. I can see in coming months.
And Kamal, I would like to add over there is that it is not only about just profitability, it's about creating a system. It's creating a business which can work for you for a lifetime, not only for you, but for your next generation too. And as Raman rightly said, that the beauty of our business is this, that we are into a service industry. Okay. When you are working in a service industry, you don't have to worry about keeping a stock or keeping an inventory for the products. As the person that you're talking about, who is coming from the similar background of opening a coffee culture or second cup, yes, there is an investment of around $300,000 with a return of 50 to 70K, and even to get that return, they have to work in that business. So technically, they are just able to recover their own salary.
True.
If they do not have that business, they might be doing some job. From that job, they will be making that money anyhow. Okay.
Exactly.
So as far as the real estate business is concerned, first of all, no matter what technology comes in, it is very difficult, or I would say close to impossible, to take the human factor out from the real estate business. Okay, because this is the biggest sale or purchase that any buyer or seller would do in their own life. So that human touch will always be there. And the beauty of this model is this, that since we are going to, as a Samex, as a corporate, going to manage that office, we have the experience and expertise to manage and run brokerages, and that too in a profitable manner.
True.
Okay, so that way, a entrepreneur don't have to worry about do a small thing that, you know what, once I open an office, do I have the right expertise to manage this? How will I do the marketing? Will I have the right expertise to market this office or no? For all those small things, we have a professional team working at the back office to make sure that the office runs in smoothly and profitably.
So, Sachin, I have some more question. Like, I think you have the control today. So, if you can display the question on the screen, whatever is coming up on your right hand side.
Somehow my chat is not getting connected right now. I'm trying to connect it, but it's not connected, so I cannot see any questions right now.
I can see the questions over here. So, Sumit, there's a question from Sumit Bahal. Hello, all. How are you helping someone who doesn't have a real estate license? And I think this is the most important question. And I was expecting this question from not many people. I already have this question from 3 other people, Kamal. Guys, let me ask you a question to that. If you want to open up a franchisee for Tim Hortons, do you need to know how to make the coffee? Not really, right? So if you don't even have a real estate license, we have put up a system in place where we are going to provide you that kind of backup, where your brokerages, where your business is being managed by the professionals. And that is where the beauty of SaveMax infrastructure, SaveMax support systems comes into existence. So you don't need to have the real estate license to enter into real estate business. Yes, if you want to become a realtor, then you need to have a license.
Or if you want to trade in real estate.
If you want to trade in real estate, of course, then you need a license. But here, we need a designated broker of record who is going to take the business, or who is going to coordinate and manage the business on your behalf. And SaveMax has covered that aspect for you. So that is part of our business plan, where a broker of record will be designated to run that business for you. So you just have to act as an entrepreneur, as an investor over there. And in our FOCO model, which is franchisee owned, corporate operated, everything will be managed by SaveMax head office. So Sumit, I hope I answer your question, but definitely if you want to get a little bit more insight about it, Kamal is the right person to come and get in touch with him. Have a cup of coffee with Kamal. Kamal, how about coffee with Karan? We replace it, coffee with Kamal.
Okay. Else everything is good. So few things of that particular part can be removed.
Yeah, so I can see Sumit's remark over here. Sumit says, I see. So
my number is 416-333-8747. And Sumit or anyone else looking to know more about this model can get in touch with me directly. And I can help you out with that. We can definitely have a coffee together with some cookies also.
And Kamal, make sure that there's no controversial question like coffee with Karan.
That's what I was about to say.
Kamal, I got another interesting question over here, where Samuel is asking that how much is the initial investment we are looking for to join SaveMax franchisee? Kamal, would you like to take that question?
Yeah, sure. So it is depending on which area we are talking about, but still I would say that will be with the range of around 70 to 80K, or to some extent it goes to even 100K, because here a lot of factors we are taking into account. If it is a place where we get a good lease, maybe some 10 or 15% is taken care, but anything around 70 to 90K is a good amount to invest in to start the business.
But the point to be noted over there, Kamal, is this, that 70 to 100K is not coming in one shot. You are basically investing that money on a period of time, within a year or so.
Your startup cost is between 35 to 40K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kamal, there are some requests over there. I can see people are asking your cell phone number.
Sure.
To note it down, would you be kind enough?
Yeah, sure. My number is 416-333-8747. So you can just text me or give me a call after this session, and then I will get in touch with you.
Yes. So, Sumit, I hope you get your number. And thank you, Samuel, for your question. Kamal, there is a big lineup of questions which I have on my this thing. Um, so I have a question from Amy. Amy, she is asking that I am working as a full-time IT professional and I am making good amount of money in my job. Would you still recommend me to go and understand your business model to get some extra profitability and income? So, Amy, I think your question is very relevant. And Kamal, we are meeting a lot of people who are especially in the IT
In
field.
the IT, yes, I was about to say, yeah, many of
And
the entrepreneurs, coming up, actually, they have already come to an extent that we are discussing the agreement terms with them now. So, yeah, they're from the IT. Yeah, to you, Raman. Yeah.
Kamal, I think we should invent a new terminology. I would say entrepreneurial bug. Not many people that have that entrepreneurial bug in them, but that bug is gone in hibernation because of the circumstances and situation like that. And what Kamal, me, and Sachin are doing, we are actually activating that bug in people, right? Which is starting bothering them. And I was talking to one of the guy who had some good meetings with Kamal, and he's one of a close friend as well. And Kamal, very soon we are going to announce the first franchisee under FOCO model.
Yeah.
It's coming next week. Am I right?
Yeah. It will be done next week. Yeah, that's
But
right.
Kamal, I was surprised to see that there were three contestants for the same location, and finally we have to make a decision to give it to one. And I know those two people are disappointed onto that. I don't want people to get disappointed onto those situations. It is a good idea. It is first come first serve basis, of course. Don't feel that you're gonna be missing the train. You're gonna be missing the opportunity. And Kamal, I think you are dealing the situation at the front end. So, what are the problems and challenges you are facing? And then I have another interesting question here.
Okay, so I mean, in this same case, what we are discussing, the other two, we were managed to, convince them for some other location. So still they are there, and little they were disappointed because actually they took a lot of time to decide. And meanwhile, this gentleman coming in, and he was very clear that he wants to start the business, and I think it took around a week's time for him to get into the paperwork. So it was the speed, we just took over on the other things. But when I met the other people, I explained them that that's okay, but as our policy is very clear from day one, first come, first serve basis. So the other two also then got agreed to some nearby locations, and so probably we are coming with all the three there. Yeah.
Kamal, there's another interesting question which I can see from David. So David is asking, like, what is the break-even timelines we are looking for, and how much profit we can expect?
Okay, so I would say we are talking about break even between 12 to 15 months.
Right.
And again, the net profit, I would say, in terms of numbers, is right now very difficult to predict because it depends on a lot of factors. When we are talking about the hiring of new realtors, when they are going to finish their tenure, when they are getting active. But as I said, the profitability is good, but it is from the next year onwards. So we have to complete that first 12 to 15 month cycle of getting the break even, and we talk about some really good numbers, next year forward.
Kamal, I would also like to intervene into that question because this is a very important question, and many of the investor friends, they want to understand. So, guys, whenever we start up any business, even if we are taking a franchisee for, let's say, any coffee shop or any restaurant or any convenience store or any dollar store or whatever it is, first we actually invest money to put stuff over there, right? And then we start recovering that. Most of the businesses, they are actually 24 to 36 months is the break even period for them. Whereas, because first of all we are in the service industry, second, the way we have put up the model in place, we have expedited the process of achieving the break even. Now, as Kamal rightly said, the profit from the next year can start, and with my experience I can tell you your profit could be somewhere in high, I would say, high five figure or very comfortably in the six figures as well. So it all depends upon how much input you put into that business, right? Whereas in the FOCO model, we have designed those inputs and we have designed that business model for you to provide you all kind of backup. And with our experience, we can tell you you're gonna get the break even within first 12 to 15 months. And of course, we are expecting a good 30 to 40% return on your investment in the coming year. So come on, let's say if somebody makes an investment of $100,000 and in the second year you are getting a return of 30 to 40%, which I'm pretty sure is very comfortable to achieve.
It will be more than that, Raman. Let me tell you.
I just want to be conservative.
Yeah. That's
In
going
our
to.
business theory at Samex, we always believe that you promise low and perform more.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're talking about the break-even period. Uh, Again, I understand that Kamal and Raman, they both are mentioning that the break-even period is anything between 12 months to 15 months. Okay. But just to give an example, we recently opened our office in Orangeville, which we are running technically under the same model, which is a FOCO model. We started that office in September, and we are able to bring that office to a break-even level within 4 months of its inception.
Yeah.
Within 4 months, that office is self-sustainable right now. Okay, so 12 to 15 months is a very conservative number we are talking about, just to make sure that we promise, we deliver more than what we promise.
Yeah. Okay. Sachin, and you have rightly said, but of course, as I said, I don't want to give high hopes to people. I always want to under promise and perform more. Uh, Kamal, I have another important question from Rohit. He's saying, "Hello, Raman. How are you? Happy New Year." So, Rohit's question is about the kind of investment we are looking for and how we are going to set up the office and what kind of support we are getting from the corporate. So, Kamal, I think this is more of a mixed of a questions because it was too long question. So I was trying to find out the relevant points from there rather than reading the whole question. So
Right.
what kind of office support people can expect? What kind of corporate support people can expect from us?
Okay, so I would say in one liner, you can consider it as a turnkey project, So basically, once you invest, once you give your okay, and we are into it. So even finding a location, finding a vendor for you, getting the office prepared, preparing a launch plan, preparing a marketing plan, hiring plan, everything is there in place, right? So here we are talking about someone coming in. So maybe it's a 30 to 40 days period where someone gives us an okay on agreement and we sign the agreement. It takes that much time for it to start or launch. And from there in another 2 months to have some people, some footfall, and the hiring of agents takes place. So it's up and running in say 60 to 90 days time.
Sachin,
Yeah.
you are taking a lot of lead at the front, as you rightly gave an example of the Orangeville office, which is kind of like our first experiment and I would say a model
Yeah.
for our FOCO.
So,
Right?
Raman, how we work, we both have been working for so long. Anything that we launch outside, first we want to test that within ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, so no matter what model, whether it's a game changer model, whether it's a team building model thing is there, or blockchain model is there, every model we have tested in our system, and then we have launched for the outside people, so that we know what are the challenges while implementing any system. So as far as FOCO model is concerned, yes, we first implemented that model within our system. We opened an office in Orangeville. We hired realtors from here only for that office, uh, and with all the expenses including lease, getting the office ready, it took around 30 to 60 days for making that office ready. And within 4 months we were able to make that office a self-sustaining office, wherein it is able to take care of its own expenses. Yes, we are not getting over at that point. Now we are working towards making it profitable. So the idea would be that in first 12 months we should be able to generate 30 to 40% of profitability on the investment that we have done to that office. So that would be a prime example, or I would say pilot project for the FOCO model.
Thank you, Sachin, for your inputs. I got another question from Pawan Kamal.
Yes.
Pawan is looking for the timelines to put up all the things in place, and how fast we can start the franchise business?
Okay, so just now, as I said, that the day we sign the agreement, we are looking to have our office finalized in next 30 days time, with the registration on all taking place, and up and running is say another 30 days, and where we are talking about getting at least some realtors in the brokerage, and with the training and all, say another 15 or 20 days. So overall, we are talking about anything between say 60 to 75 days, where they can see the people walking in the business, or maybe the guys are trained and up and running.
Uh, Kamal, actually, I have another interesting question, and I think I need to intervene onto that too. But I would definitely love to hear from both of you first. Rami and it's a Rami Samuel, and his question is, why should we consider SaveMax franchises? Why not the other brands in the real estate industry?
Again, I was, Raman, believe me or not, I was expecting this question to come. I was thinking that, what, a question would come that why Samex? Why not some other bigger brand out there? Okay. And first of all, the model that we are talking about, what I believe is that it's not that that model is not working outside or other brands are not using that model. Only thing is that they are not calling it a FOCO model. To give you an example, a very big brand brokerage, they have got their brand all over the world. I have seen that 5 of their big franchises in GTA are owned by a single person. Okay. Yes, they have got 5 different broker record, and that's been owned by a single person, and all the profitability is going to that single person for all those 5 brokerages. Now, those brands, they are looking to work with those people who can invest big money. They can create big infrastructure. They are not there to help, or create entrepreneurs. They are there to use those people who have got big money and establish big businesses, and they can help the brand rather than brand helping the person. When we are talking about SaveMax, over here we are trying to build the entrepreneurs from no one. We are trying to those ones who have got aspiration to become an entrepreneur, but because of their challenges in their life, or because they have got some priorities in their life, because of those priorities, they are not able to focus in this direction. They are not able to start their business. So we are trying to create those micro entrepreneurs which otherwise might not have the right opportunity to fulfill their aspiration in their life. See, when we are talking about an investment of around, say, $40,000 to $80,000, many of us can do it. It's not about the money. Spending that kind of money is not a problem for me, Kamal, or for you. If we just need to open our office and take that profitability with us, definitely we all three can do those things. But the idea is this: to connect more people with us with different thought process, so that when so many different minds come together, we can create a bigger brand. We all together can create a bigger business for everybody, and that will help everyone to grow.
Kamal, I would like to hear your opinion or your views on that too, and then I would definitely like to contribute on to this.
Right. So, I would relate this entire business model of ours with our model, what we started 10 years back with the realtor, So we started the concept of handholding, the concept of mentoring, telling the guys to do, how to do it, when to do it, to be there with them and that is one of the reasons that we are doing amazing in our mentorship model, right? Where people think that, oh, this kind of model, how is it sustainable? Are you really doing it? But the way we are making, growing, and people can see, the answer is already there. Same thing we are doing for say individuals or say entrepreneurs, who wants to come here. Now the hand-holding part is again done for the entrepreneurs, So we are doing everything for them. I would say it this way, what to do, when to do, everything is there. They just have to walk with us. I would say in some time they'll start running with us. That's going to be the future in coming months, right? So here I see, there is a lot. Realtors or non-realtors, there is a big chunk of people, looking to grow themselves, looking to grow themselves in their life, but they don't take that first step because they think, no, there isn't anything existing like this. Why would anyone will come and, hold our hand and take us or walk us through that? But we are doing that. And the reason is we want to grow those set of individuals who are really looking to be entrepreneurs, So we believe in, having lot many entrepreneurs and the masses of entrepreneurs working with us, rather than, as rightly Sachin you said, looking for one or two people, maybe in a territory or maybe in a province. We are looking to work with 100 people, 100 entrepreneurs, or making them entrepreneurs coming down the line.
Uh, I think you both have put a lot of logical reasoning to that. Uh, I would also like to put my personal opinion because this is a very important question for people to understand why they should become part of SaveMax. SaveMax is a group of people who are common, average people, but with something extraordinary in them. And that extraordinary is a zeal to grow together, a zeal to make every single ordinary person as an extraordinary person. Unfortunately, guys, we are not really that much business minded. It is more of a personal passion which we are running. We are a group of passionate people where our dream is to get connected with more passionate people who actually were dreaming about entrepreneurship but could not get an opportunity. Now, imagine, let's talk about it. If you are planning to go to a big brand, there are so many restrictions, so much terms and condition, and then they already have a saturation. You won't even get a location from them. And that's why I see there are a lot many realtors who are working with bigger brands. They have an aspiration to grow. They want to go to the next level, but they are not getting an opportunity because most of the time, their brokerage, their broker of record, or the brand which they are working, they don't show them the next level for them. The simple reason behind that is because they don't have the opportunities available. So when the brand is too much saturated, there is not too many opportunities available with them, and you're going to be lost in some big uh, uh, I would say in some big numbers. Whereas our objective is to have an impact on the society to gather more and more people who actually are dreaming of entrepreneurship but could not get an opportunity. And that too within uh, initial low startup cost and lot of opportunity to grow. And of course, it is makes sense for me to have an early movers advantage, right? Kamal, what do they say? Like, the early riser bird catch the worm, something like that. So you are getting uh, an opportunity to join hands with a brand which is definitely going to be a world class brand, and you will always feel proud that you were the one who actually joined hands in the initial phase. And people always remember their first love, first. I would say I still remember my first franchisee, and I am so thankful to our lovely friend Keval Shah, who uh, took the courage and made that decision in spite of so much resistance, right? And today, I am so happy to see the way all those franchisees, all those entrepreneurs, they are realizing their dream of entrepreneurship. Kamal, I have another questions from Gary. Why SaveMax? Professional growth with personal touch. You enjoy your growth with like, okay. So I thought it's a question, but I think Gary is appreciating all the efforts and everything what we are putting up there. He's a part of our SaveMax team, and he was the proud winner of that my back ride because of his performance in the month of December. So, Kamal, those are also some fringe benefits which you get when you become part of SaveMax. And I was actually joking on that day. I was doing my morning session Rise with Raman, and somebody actually asked me a question a day before that why I should join SaveMax. So I told him, "Does your broker do Rise with whatever his name is?" No, he doesn't do that. All right, guys. So, Kamal, I have another questions from Sumit. Happy New Year, Raman, Sachin, and Kamal. I have one question. After first year, what would be the running cost?
So the moment the break even happens, we are into a mode wherein the running cost is actually taken care month on month basis from the business generated. So basically, we are talking about, if we are talking about those side of the things, it's technically going to be zero, because then you're not going to put something from your pocket. That's what we are saying, that after 12 to 15 months, it's everything is whatever you have put in becomes zero, and you are to a level where the business, what is getting generated, is covering your all the costs for the entire coming months or the year.
And yeah, Kamal, I do agree with you that the next year, of course, the business cost is always going to be there, but as long as you are recovering that business cost from the business itself and making your business profitable, then it is not impacting. But Kamal, I would actually like to put one point over here. That's what my understanding of business is, guys. Um, Many times, there are many people who are not just dependent upon the income from their extra business, or I would say, I'll give you my example. Like, I have a business in India where, like, we built up an hospital. So I'm not dependent upon that business to run my day-to-day life. So I kept putting that money in the growth of the business. So let's say if somebody has one franchisee and after 12 months they are getting comfortable, of course, I would love to sit with them and talk about putting up the next location, so that the profit which you are making from the first franchisee can be utilized to expand the business into another franchisee. And I think that is the right way of doing the business. And Kamal, we have given the opportunity, and many of our existing franchisee members, I feel so happy when they approach us and when they are talking us to give them another opportunity for some other locations. And surprisingly, I was so happy to see that all the people who are approaching us from after last week's session, and I think, Kamal, do you get time to eat food now?
Let's not talk about that.
I know Kamal was getting so much angry on me because he is back to back booked with appointments, questions, and Kamal, how many franchises we are launching in January?
Okay, so
He has lost the count.
no, I want to be very sure that I, promise less and deliver more to you, even.
Right.
So, we are looking anything between, say, 5 to 7 franchises coming up, but
Okay.
the upper number looks around close to 10, and with some real big, I would say, names joining hands,
Yes.
from the industry. Yeah.
And Kamal, there was a question about why should we join Samex and why not the other brands. I feel so proud when I see in GTA there are a lot many realtors who are working in those other brands and they are following what Samex is doing, and that really make me feel proud. I still remember, Sachin, you remember there was a flyer which we received
Yeah.
from one of our clients, and that person, I would even take the brand name over there. That person was working with Century 21,
Yeah.
and he was using SaveMax logo on the flyer.
Yeah.
So we end up sending him an kind of friendly note request to him that, okay, if you want to use SaveMax brand out there, come and join hands with us. There are many people who are working in Remax, and I was surprised to see they were using over 999 model. They
In
were
fact, Raman, in fact, more than using just the brand or 999 model, there are so many people I meet every day where, when I ask them, who told you to connect with me to join SaveMax, they said, what, I have got a very good friend who's working in a big brand like Remax or Home Life. But when I asked them that I want to learn real estate, I want to get the best training in real estate, they said, in that case, go and join SaveMax. That is the place where you will get the best training and best mentorship if you want to learn real estate. So that is a very proud thing for us. The kind of system that we have built, we are able to create professional realtors in the structure that we have built.
Yeah.
So especially when your competitor start talking about you, that means you have done something good right in your business.
Listen, it is not that they are talking good about us. It is they are recommending people to us. Actually.
Yes, they're recommending people to us. Yes.
Look at the beauty. What could be a better situation for that than for your business, where somebody is working in another brokerage and they are recommending their realtor friends and family members to come and learn real estate under SaveMax brand. So
Yeah.
it's, and I feel so pity on them sometimes. Like they are not using the same advantage for themselves.
Yeah.
Am I right?
That's right.
Yeah. And Sachin, there are almost like 9 or 10 questions which I have over here, but I think we are running short of time. It's already 1 o'clock. I don't want to stretch it more than next 2 to 3 minutes. Friends, first of all, I would like to say a big thanks to all of you. Um, Kulsum has put up a question: what is the startup cost? Kulsum, you can actually rewind the session, and we have already spoken about that. Uh, as Kamal was talking rightly, guys, there's always a first mover's advantage. I know there are a lot many people who are just sitting on the edge and are confused. Either we should contact SafeMax or no. Either I should go and become part of the team or no. Or there might be many people who just have a hesitation because we promote 999. They might be thinking, what people gonna say to us that, oh, you become part of 999? So please, guys, don't kill yourself, don't kill your dreams just because what others gonna say to you. Right? Believe me, those naysayers, they're not gonna come and help you for anything. So
I would add last statement here, Raman. Like just now, I met a team. I know we are going overboard. Just a minute more. This team, like they told me they were thinking to get in touch with us from last say 4 to 5 months. Something or the other, especially the 999 thing, was stopping them. But when they come and met us and understood everything, they said like we were actually not on the right set of mind that time. And now we understand when we spoke to you, the air got clear, so they know now what they're getting into, and we are getting with them into Mississauga's one location. And so that's how it is. Sometimes when people see you from a distance or just hear something going on, they just start believing that rather than coming to us and talking to and knowing it directly. Again, I will repeat my number. Couple of messages I see, they want to know the number. It's 416-333-8747. So you can call me anytime, guys, and I'm here to answer all your questions further if there are any, or even you can directly route to Raman, and we can get in touch and have a coffee together. No worries.
yeah. Thank you, Kamal. Thank you, Sachin, for today's informative session. I'm pretty sure, guys, we tried our level best to answer as many questions as we can. Because last week also there were a lot of questions we were bombarded with. Even this week, I can see still there are a lot of questions. For what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the phone, and we will try to get in touch with all of you guys so that we can answer your question. But please don't stop yourself because of some preconceived notion. Don't stop dreaming about entrepreneurship because people are discouraging you. Don't stop dreaming about it because you don't have the right platform to perform. You're not going to lose anything by coming and talking to. I know sometimes people don't come in front of me, Kamal. There is a little challenge in the real estate industry.
So I am always there.
God is always there. So please, guys, if you feel that SafeMax system has created some success for few of us, maybe coming and discussing about it, understanding it a little bit more for yourself can change the direction of your life. And at the end of the day, you're not losing anything. It is your decision. We're not going to force you. Kamal, are we forcing anybody?
Oh, no, we are getting forced. Give us that location, especially for the locations,
Yeah. So don't feel later on that you have missed the train. Sometime the right opportunity knocks at our door, but unfortunately, we don't recognize it. SaveMax definitely is a group of successful people, is a group of achievers, and we are more than happy to share our success with all of you. Let's say goodbye to 2020, and let's welcome 2021 with a new thought process, with a new aspirations in our mind. And I'll be very happy to sit with anybody and everybody to answer all their questions. So if you want to become part of our dream, our vision, and you think your vision fits into our vision, we'll be more than happy to have a coffee with Kamal.
Thanks. Thanks, Raman. And Happy New Year to all the viewers and everyone. Thanks, Raman. Thanks, Sachin.
Thank you very
So
much, guys.
last message from my side, Raman, would be is this, that no matter what level you are at, whether you are just starting a real estate as a career, you are a established realtor, you are doing good number of deals, or you have a team and you are looking for an option to get to the next level. We have gone through all the stages, whether it's becoming a successful realtor, building a successful team, running a successful and profitable brokerage. Okay, so we have option for everybody, no matter what level you are at. So feel free, instead of getting the information from here and there, do connect with Samex Realtors, myself, Kamal, or Raman, and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions.
And also, Sachin, actually, uh, I'm having two appointments with uh, two of the brokerage owners.
Yeah.
And they were sharing their challenges with me that, Raman, you know what? We already opened up a brokerage. We have a team of like 7 to 10 people over there. But the problem is like we have too much overheads.
Yeah.
And I was telling them like, so that's how the discussion started. We have created those economies of scale in the system, right? Where we can definitely take care of the extra burden which you are having over there. So
Yeah.
this is what the beauty we have created, and that's how we are making this business profitable for a lot many people, because we are providing them the front office, back office services. We are taking care of their RICO inspections. We are taking care of their reconciliation of the accounts. We are taking care of their deal admin stuff, and that too on a very reasonable and nominal cost to them. So if you are running a small brokerage or a medium level brokerage, or for the argument's sake, even a big brokerage, maybe with over economies of scale model, we can create a difference. So want to join hands, and we'll be willing to take over any kind of business, Sachin. If somebody wants to sell their brokerage, I'll be more than happy to look at the numbers, and I'll be willing to take over that business operation, and I'll make sure we make it profitable. Am I right, Sachin?
Yeah, that's perfectly right.
We want to grow. Simple as that. So, Kamal, thank you very much. Sachin, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Raman.
Wish you good luck. Wishing you all one more time Happy New Year 2021. Let's do something positive in this year. And let's join hands together to make each other a success story. Kamal, 416-333-8747. Get in touch with him if you want to get any more information about our franchisee model. Have an amazing weekend, friends. Thank you very much. Stay safe and enjoy a lot of time with your families. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And once again, wishing you all a very happy new year.
Thank you.